Hi, my name is Tori Golden, and I am a sophomore at Tri-County Community College, and this is my con speech on grade retention, and I am going to be discussing the negative aspects that comes along with grade retention. First of all, I would like to make sure that everyone understands the term grade retention. Grade retention can be defined as the process of having a student repeat an educational course or grade. Students who repeat a course or grade are often referred to as repeaters or as being held back. Grade retention is considered when a child has a significant struggles in making academic progress in areas such as math, reading, or writing. It's also considered when a child fails to meet performance levels that are expected of him or her in order to be promoted to the next grade. These type of things include tests such as EOG, end of course testing, or final exams. Grade retention is also considered when a child appears to be too young or too immature for their age or compared to other students in their class. Grade retention occurs throughout all schools, elementary, middle, and high school, and it occurs in all different ages and is thought to have less harmful effects on students in lower grades rather than students in high school. During my research on grade retention, I have found that there are several harmful effects on students who are retained. In 2003, the National Association of School Psychologists, or the NASP, reported that the academic achievement of kids who are retained are a lot poorer than the academic achievement of kids that are promoted. They also reported that retention is often associated with behavioral problems, and that students who are retained are more likely to drop out of high school later on. Lastly, they reported that students who are retained are more likely to have poor educational and employment opportunities during late adolescence and early adulthood. So, is grade retention really setting a student up to fail later on in life? But throughout my research, I also found that students have been reported as being depressed because they were held back. I can see where this is coming from because the students probably feel like they are being left out and left behind as all their other friends get promoted on to the next grade. Grade retention can also cause a child's self-esteem and self-concept to decrease. The development of a good self-esteem is very important in a young child's life. The development of a bad self-esteem or self-concept can haunt a child throughout their entire life. Grade retention has also been known to have negative impacts on the students' peer relationships, especially in older students. High school students who have been retained in prior years feel like they are looked at as being an outcast and as if they don't belong. Studies have also shown that grade retention can result in immediate academic gains, but these gains often disappear after a few years. This leaves parents, teachers, and even students questioning that is grade retention really worthwhile in the end. One of the greatest negative aspects of grade retention is that it doesn't always address the fundamental reasons as to why the student is struggling academically in the first place. Programs such as summer school and tutoring are often very beneficial to these students who are struggling. However, not all school districts offer these types of programs, such as summer school and after-school tutoring. So consequently, retention may be the best and only option for these students who are struggling. During my research, I also found that, and I was surprised to learn, that retention adds greatly to the burden of taxpayers. During my research, I also found that some researchers believe that if students are not promoted in lower grades, that the lower grades would actually fill up with slow learners due to retention. And this would cause a lot of stress on the students as well as the teachers. I have not personally ever been held back a grade, but I'm glad I wasn't. I wouldn't have wanted to deal with all the potential negative effects of grade retention. Thank you so much for your time.